Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to solve a new question. And the question title is Remove Duplicates from Sorted Linked List Part 2. So, this is a question from the linked list part. And in this question, we have been given a linked list. And what we have to do is that we have to remove those nodes which are occurring more than one times. So we have been given a linked list and we have to remove the all those nodes we have occurrence more than one times, and we have to make sure that all those nodes which have occurrence only one time should be present in the output linked list, and we have to finally return the head of the linked list. Here in the example question you can see that in this example we have the nodes 3 and 4 which are occurring more than one time, so we have completely removed these nodes, and finally we have a node which is 1 to 5. This is a linked list which have all the nodes which have occurrence only one in the initial linked list. So this is a key point that here it is based on the number of occurrence. Now let's understand how we can solve this question and think of the approaches. So here I have taken the example, and this is the first example. And as I have mentioned that there is a key information in this question, that what we are doing is that we are only saving those nodes which is occurrence one. Every occurrence which is greater than one should be neglected. So here one simple approach which must come to your mind is that what we can do is that we can simply store all the nodes values in a map with the occurrence. That means you will store 1 with occurrence 1, 2 with 1, 3 with 2, and 4 with 2, and 5 with 1. And you can go through that unordered ordered list, or you can use ordered map so that the order will remain same. So you can go through that map and you can check if the occurrence is greater than 1, then you have to move on. And whenever the occurrence is 1, or you can simply say less than 2, then what we can do is that we can create a new linked list, and we can create a new linked list, and we can simply return the head of the newly created linked list. So this is a naive approach and you should try it first. Now let's think of a very good approach, which is going to be a two pointer approach, because in the linked list part you have seen that mostly times we are using pointers. So linked list is a play of pointers. So in this question also we are going to use two pointers, and using these two pointers we are going to point our node next such that we skip those nodes which have the same value, because it is already given that this is a sorted linked list. So if it is sorted, that means the values which have the same values are going to come along. So if there are 2 3 or 3 3, they are going to be in a same line or one after another. So we have to think how we can move the pointer so that we have to escape it. Now let's think about that. So first thing first, what we can do is that we can take a dummy node, and this dummy node will going to be, we can take it as D, and this dummy node is pointing to our head of the linked list. So this is the first thing which we are going to do, because here head can also change, because starting value is also going to be 1 1 in some cases, or 2 2. So we have to also remove these two. So we are taking a dummy node. After this, in order to point those two nodes, that means if you need to skip these two nodes, that means 3 3. Let's see that if you want to skip these two nodes, what you will do. So you can simply do is that you can move this 2 pointer to 4. If you want to move this 2 to 4, that means 2 next to your this 4 pointer, how will do that? So this will require two pointers. First, it must be a pointer at 2, and second, a pointer must be at 4 or one node previous, that means at 3 or 4, so that you can get this. So for these conditions, what we are going to do is that we are going to take two pointers. First is going to be previous and next is going to be current. So what we can do is that we can start with two pointer. First pointer is pointing to our dummy node, which is going to be our previous pointer, and next pointer is going to be current, which is pointing at your head. So these are the two pointers, and we are going to play with these two pointers. Now let's go through the linked list and try to remove those nodes. So what you can do is that you can simply go through the node linked list, and you can check that if your current value, let's see, current value 1, current next value 2, are they equal? No, they are not equal. So what you can do, you can move this to P and C simultaneously. So we are going to move this previous and current pointer. You will see how it is working when you are arrive at these two three positions. So here we have your previous and here we have our current. Again it will check 2 3, both are different. Again what you have to do, you have to simply move our both pointers. Again your previous at this position and your current at this position. Now this case arises, where your current value and current next value, which is 3 3, are equal. So what you have to do is that you have to run a while loop, because there may be multiple 3, maybe 3 3 3 3 4 times, 6 times, 10 times, we don't know. So we're going to run a while loop, and you are understanding why we are doing that, because if you want to remove it, then you have to move your C pointer and you have to take your P pointer previous to this node, because if you want to point this to at some position, then you need this P pointer. That's why in this case we are not moving our P pointer, we are just moving our C pointer. So what we are doing is that we are moving our C to the next position, which is this position. Now, when you arrive at this position, your C pointer is at this position. What you are seeing is that your current value and current next value, which is 3 and 4, are not equal. So what we have to do in this case, that we have to simply point your P next to C next. So this is a simple approach, P next to C next. And after this, what we have to do, we have to again move our C pointer. After doing this, that means after pointing your P next to C next, also move your C, because this case is complete. Now again what we have to do, we have to do the same thing as usual. You again check your current value and current next value equal. Here you are seeing that these two are equal. What we are doing till now, we are simply moving your C pointer. No P point will move until we find different values. Here we are, our current pointer. Now again, what we have been found that your current value and next value are different. So whenever by moving this while loop, where we are only moving C, we found a position where we find out that now the same values are not same; they are now different. Then what we are doing is that we are pointing our P next. So we are doing P next to C next, and again move your C pointer. So here what you are seeing is that your now C has completed through whole of the linked list, and we have also removed the points nodes which we do not require. So these are the points which we do not require, and we have successfully removed it. So this is our output, this which is P1 2 and 5. So now this is the output, and we have now achieved the result which we required. Now let's try to code this. So let's start by taking the dummy node which we have discussed. So here we are taking our list node dummy pointer, which is equals to new list node. Let's give it a dummy value 0. Now next what we have to do is that we have to point this dummy next to our head. After this, what we have to do, we have to point two pointer. That means we have to initialize two pointer. First is going to be our previous pointer, which is pointing at our dummy node, and next we have current pointer, which is pointing at our head. Now what we have to do is that we have to move in the linked list using C pointer. It is important. So we are running a while loop until our C is not null. And we are again, for the case, we have to find that when we are having the value same or different. For that purpose, we are going to take a bool value. Let's take a flag false, and now we are going to check the condition. So it is important. So this is the while loop which I am discussing, that in order to find out how many similar values we have, and only we are moving to move the C pointer, we are going to use a while loop. And first we will check that if C next exists or not. If it exists, then we are checking that if C value is equals to C next value. So we have first check C next exists or not in order to do not get into trouble. After this, what we are decided to do is that we are going to simply move our C pointer. So C equals to C next. After this, what we have to do is we have to do is that we have to point our F equals to true. What it means that we have successfully completed the loop. That means we have found this condition and we have moved our C pointer. And only if this condition satisfies, that means we are only moving our C pointer, and now is a position where we have found the first different elements, first different values. Then what we had decided to do is that if our flag is true, we have to do previous next is equal to current next. This is what we have discussed. And else part, let's do it later. And also what we have to do is that we have to point out c equals to c next. Okay, now in else part what will happen, so what is the else indicating is that it is the position where it has not entered into the while loop. That means it has not found this condition one time. That means this is the first, there is no there is no this condition arises and the f value is false. That means it has not entered into this while loop. So in that condition what we are doing, as you have seen in initial part, that means when we have started our iteration, what we are doing is that we are moving our both pointers, previous and current. So our current is already moved to next. Now we have to simply move our p pointer, that means previous pointer to p next. So this is for else part. That means we have to move our p pointer because we have already moved our c pointer. Now I think you have already understood what I have to say. Now after the completion of this loop, what will happen that we have completely removed the nodes which are duplicate. Now we have to simply return dummy next. So this is will give us the output. Now let's run this code. Okay, so we have forgot a semicolon. So let's give it. Now let's run again. So this is accepted. Now let's submit this code. So this is accepted. So this is the question for today. And in this question, you have seen that we have used two pointer, and we have used two pointer in such a way that we have pointed removed all those nodes which have the same values. And we have also discussed one approach where you can save those values and you can create a new linked list. So these are the two ways, but this question is important because it will give us an idea of how to handle a pointer in a linked list. Now, in the same video, you are going to see the solution for both Java and Python. So till then, keep learning and exploring, and let's meet up in the next video. Thank you.